Here's how to register Democrats in West Virginia. In West Virginia, you can register Democrats either digitally or with a paper form. Filling out the paper form correctly is crucial, so we'll cover that first. We always recommend you fill out the form for the voter, since you will be faster and more legible and won't miss anything you need to fill in. Start with the questions in box 9 because they're potential deal breakers. You must be a citizen to register, and if you're not, trying to register can actually derail the whole citizenship process, so it's worth making sure up front. Make sure they're at least 17, and they'll be at least 18 on or before the next election. Make sure they're a legal resident of West Virginia and of their county. That they're not currently convicted of a felony or on probation or parole. And that they've not been judged incompetent by a court. Now that those questions are answered, go back to the top and start with number 1. Check either new registration, party change, or name address change. Next, get their last name, first, and middle, and any suffix like junior. Their middle name should match their driver's license. Date of birth is mandatory. Gender is not, so you can skip it. Ask for their driver's license if they have one. If they don't have one, or they don't have it on them, get the last 4 digits of their Social Security. Out of an abundance of caution, try to get both, but just one is fine. If they have neither, write none and continue. They will be registered. Just remind them they'll have to bring a valid photo ID the first time they vote in person. Address must be a physical address in West Virginia, not a P.O. box. Don't forget to ask if there's an apartment number. Ask the person if they live within city limits. This helps determine whether they get a ballot for municipal elections in their city. Now, it's not mandatory, so if they don't know or are in a hurry, just skip it. Their address can be a women's shelter or a homeless shelter. If someone is experiencing homelessness and has no shelter address, write down their cross streets or a nearby landmark. If someone has a different mailing address, write that down. This can be a P.O. box. Email and phone are optional, but treat them like they're required. The county clerk may need them to resolve any problems with their registration. Now, the most important question of all. What is your political party? Hopefully, we've ID'd the person as a Democrat already. We've said, "Can you help us save the world from Trumpism?" or something similar. We've worn a liberal-looking t-shirt. We might even have a "We Register Democrats" sticker on our clipboards. But often, we ask their party preference and get a blank stare. At this point, we are not legally allowed to coerce anyone, nor would we want to. But we are allowed to tell them facts, and this is a perfect opportunity to educate them on what Democrats stand for. Start basic. Tell them the Democratic Party is the one major party fighting Trumpism and the extremist Republicans. Tell them President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris are the heads of the Democratic Party, and Trump was the head of the Republican Party. Tell them Democrats are the only party fighting for civil rights, abortion rights, LGBTQ+ rights. Democrats made the biggest ever investment in climate rescue and are lowering inflation and bringing back good jobs. Democrats are working to expand health care and make college more affordable. Many people hear all these good ideas and say Democrat. Thank them, and let them know how important every Democratic vote is in West Virginia. If they choose independent, make sure to check the box that says no party. If they choose Democrat, Mountain, which is affiliated with the Green Party, or no party, continue filling out the form as we'd normally do. But if they choose Republican or Libertarian, stay positive and respectful, but physically hand them the form. And let them know they just have to sign it, date it, and put it in the mail. That fulfills our legal obligation. Assuming they don't choose Republican or Libertarian, we continue. If they're updating their voter registration, get their former name and/or address. Ask if they'd like to be a poll worker. Now, hand them the clipboard and have them check it for accuracy, sign it, and date it. Keep the form yourself. You or your group leader will deliver it in person or mail it to the county clerk. Find the link to their addresses on the form itself, right above line 1. It's at www.wvsos.gov. Hover over the Elections heading, then under Voter, click on County Clerk Directory. We recommend mailing or delivering all forms within 24 hours just to be safe. Let them know they can apply for an absentee ballot once they're registered. This makes voting super convenient. They must check off a reason for applying. If this applies to them, they should choose employment, which, because of hours worked and distance from the county seat, makes voting in person impossible. They must apply separately for each election. Tell them to go to voterizer.org when they're ready. Now that you've registered them, give them a sticker in return for saving the world. Thank them for being a voter, and let them know that in a few weeks they'll get a confirmation in the mail. Ask if we can send them election reminders, and ask if they'd like to volunteer and help us register Democrats. If so, add their email and name to the sign-up sheet on your clipboard. Remind them to always vote for Democrats up and down the ballot in every election, and give them the names of Democrats to vote for or Republicans to vote against, and the date of the next election. Find these in the West Virginia brief in the voter drive in a box for West Virginia. Now put that form at the back of your clipboard and guard it with your life. Great job! If you prefer to register Democrats with your smartphone or tablet, go to voterizer.org/field. That's our very own partisan voter registration site, designed to be the fastest way to register a Democrat. Follow the prompts to log in or sign up. This allows you to register multiple people. Once you're in, pick West Virginia as your state and click Get Started. Now you're ready to go into the field and find someone who wants to get registered. When you find that wonderful person, always offer to fill in the information for them. You'll be faster than them because, well, you're on a mission. Reassure them that they'll get the chance to confirm all their information before it's submitted. Of course, if they insist on using their own phone, that's fine. Offer to walk them through it right now so it gets done. It only takes a couple of minutes, and if we leave it up to them, most likely they will not finish the process. It's just human nature. To register online, they will need a driver's license or state ID and the last 4 digits of their Social Security. If they don't have both, they'll have to use a paper form. If they do have both, click Register to Vote. This takes you directly to the page where they can register. And believe it or not, you're already through the hard part.
Yes!
Just follow the prompts. The process is short and easy. It covers the same basic information asked for by the paper form. When you get to the end, show the person your phone and have them make sure all the information you entered is accurate. If everything looks good, have them confirm it by clicking the box, then have them hit the Submit button. And you have successfully registered someone to vote in West Virginia. Let them know they should be mailed confirmation that they're registered in the coming weeks. And if they don't get it, they should contact their county clerk. Let them know they can apply for an absentee ballot once they're registered. This makes voting super convenient. They must check off a reason for applying. If this applies to them, they should choose employment, which, because of hours worked and distance from the county seat, makes voting in person impossible. They must apply separately for each election. Tell them to go to voterizer.org when they're ready. Now, close the registration page, which should take you back to Voterizer. Scroll down and quickly ask if we can send an election reminder, letting them know when and where to vote. If yes, enter their email and name. And ask if they'd like to volunteer with us too. There's lots of ways they can help. Thank them for being a voter, and remind them to vote for Democrats up and down the ballot so we can save the democracy in the next elections. After they're gone, one last step. On Voterizer, under How'd It Go, be sure to check the I Registered to Vote or the I Registered to Vote by Mail button and hit Submit, so we at Field Team 6 know that a person was registered. Then scroll down and click the Start Again button, and you're back in business. Congratulations! You just added another West Virginia Democrat to the voting rolls, bringing us one step closer to victory. This is how we win. Got questions? Find all the materials that you need at fieldteam6.org. Look under Resources and select Voter Drive in a box.